Namaste. In this module, you will learn the safety standards and procedures for using LPG cylinders, its appliances, and equipment. By the end of this module, you will be able to explain the standards of LPG cylinder equipment, describe the safety standards and procedures for using LPG cylinders and appliances. Every household experiences safe and happy cooking with LPG cylinders. While LPG is an efficient and convenient fuel source, it can also be highly flammable and pose a serious safety hazard if not handled properly. So, it is important to handle LPG cylinders with utmost care to prevent or manage unfortunate accidents. For this, let us first start with understanding the equipment in an LPG cylinder. LPG cylinders basically operate with a self-closing valve, pressure regulator, Suraksha hose, safety cap, and an O-ring. All these equipment have a standard process of operation. Let us explore them one by one. We will first start with the self-closing valve, which is a device that regulates, directs, or controls the flow of gas by opening, closing, or partially obstructing various passageways. So, ensure that the cylinder with a self-closing valve always meets the BIS standard, and the IS for LPG cylinder must be IS 3196 Part 1 2006 and IS 3196 Part 3. Next, the pressure regulator regulates the pressure of LPG in cylinders. Hence, it is vital to use a suitable pressure regulator that matches the self-closing valve of the cylinder. Note that the pressure regulator used should meet the ISI standards, that is, IS 9798-1995. O-ring is designed to be seated in the groove, compressed during assembly between two or more parts, and creates a seal in the interface. We also have the safety cap that prevents the dust from getting into the valve and protects it from any damage. In case of a pin leakage, safety cap prevents the spread of gas. Next, the Suraksha hose. This is a leak-proof tube used to connect the cylinder and gas stove. It helps to supply LPG from the cylinder to the gas stove. Always remember to use an ISI-marked Suraksha hose. The Suraksha hose is produced by manufacturers who are approved by LERC and BIS according to IS 9573 Part 2 1998 type. A closer look at the features of Suraksha hose and gas stove will help us to understand this better. The features of Suraksha hose are: the hose is manufactured with proper quality control standards that cover the raw materials, processing, and finished product. It is built out of 3 layers. The inner and outer layers are made of high-quality rubber. The middle layer is made of interwoven copper or brass-coated high-carbon steel wire mesh that cuts down any deficit in the rubber tube. The outer layer of the hose can withstand fire damage, weather, and abrasion. It is crack-proof and cannot be harmed by rodents due to the interwoven steel wire mesh. The details on the hose are batch number, month and year of manufacture, and expiry date, month and year. Suraksha hoses are packed and sold in pouches with details of manufacturer, MRP, length, instruction card and safety tips. With that, let us move on to the features of gas stove. Gas stoves use two basic types of ignition sources, that is, standing pilot and electric. A stove with a standing pilot has a small and continuously burning gas flame under the cooktop. Green label LPG stoves save fuel and possess a thermal efficiency of 68% and above, and the other LPG stoves possess a thermal efficiency of 64%. The other advantages of gas stoves are they are manufactured with strict quality control checks. BIS authorities certify stoves and provide a serial number for each unit. On purchasing a stove, customers will receive a BIS certificate, and every stove will be packaged according to the respective specifications. While we are informed of the standard procedures and the features of the LPG cylinder, let's also understand the safety practices to be followed by an LPG delivery personnel while dealing with LPG cylinders at the distributor's showroom or godown and at the customer's premises. At the distributor's showroom or godown, always check the next due date of testing before delivering the LPG cylinder. Ensure that there are no defects in the cylinders. Use proper personal protective equipment, PPE, when lifting the filled LPG cylinder, like safety shoes. Use proper handling device, like a cylinder trolley, and never roll the cylinder on the ground. Use a weight machine to ensure the optimum weight of the cylinder. Always load the cylinder in an upright or vertical position in the LPG vehicle. Ensure that the LPG vehicle has at least one fire extinguisher for fire safety. And at the customer's premises, when changing the cylinder, switch off the pressure regulator knob. Extinguish all sources of fire in the kitchen. Allow ventilation with open doors and windows. Avoid operating any electric appliance. Check and confirm the click sound when fixing the regulator. Ensure that there are no cracks on the Suraksha hose. LPG delivery personnel should also educate their customers about the cleaning methods of LPG appliances and safety tips while dealing with cylinders. The aspects to remember when cleaning the appliances are: turn off the appliance taps and pressure regulator knob and wait till the surface of the appliance gets cool. Do not use a wet cloth to clean a hot surface. The surface finish may crack. Clean the surface of the appliance with a dry cloth and use a moist cloth to remove cooking stains. Remove the burner head. Dip it in a warm solution of soap and water and use a toothpick to clean the burner ports But never clean gas equipment with a steel pin. Never soak the appliance body in water, as the grease or lubricant in the gas tap may be washed away and might lead to gas leakage. And the safety aspects to remember while dealing with cylinders are: keep the gas stove above the cylinder on a stable surface and not on the floor below the cylinder level. Always stay near the stove while it is on. Turn off the regulator when the cylinder is not in use. Do not keep the gas stove where the wind is strong. Store the cylinder in a vertical position and ventilated area, and never in a closed space. Do not have any igniting materials near the LPG cylinder, such as induction stove, lamp, cigarette, etc. Store the empty cylinders in a cool and airy spot. Ensure the presence of the safety cap on the valve of the cylinder. Turn the gas stove knob off once you are done with cooking. Turn off the regulator knob once cooking is done. Always light the matchstick or lighter before turning on the gas stove. Change the Suraksha hose every 5 years. Install an exhaust fan above the gas stove to dispense gas leaks. By being aware and following these safety standards and procedures, the risks of accidents involving LPG cylinders can be minimized to a great extent. Let safety be everyone's responsibility. Thank you.